as old as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Williams. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Finds his target down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give is to Williams. At the 45 on its way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Carr above the noise. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Throwing, Carr. Left side is Graham. Taken down.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Nice move there. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
From the gun, it's Mobley. There's a got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood. Finds his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Rid of it on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd and long here. Working the ground game. Oh, all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Stewart. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got it. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Short pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure. It's a sack. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Dumps it to the back. Got him in the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Finds his man on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action, C.J. Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Motion from the wideout. He'll keep it on second down. But nowhere to go. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Quarterback will keep it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Fires downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Caught. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Again, it's Underwood. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Underwood in the gun on third down. He'll pull it down. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called by the offense, and maybe an opportunity to run a couple of plays to put up points before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Give to the single back. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the number 24 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Look out! Finds his man open. All kinds of room to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm, get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, You start this thing, and now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hits inside. It's Danzy. Swamped immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Throws to the wideout. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rides to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second and long here. And go play action, Bryce Underwood. Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A pick six. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action with Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Carr from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the catch and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Crosses the line of scrimmage. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! They'll line up to go for two. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quick give. It's Williams. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Long way to go on on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Might as well run him again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. They're all over it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Marshall. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the air, it's Underwood. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, Boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a...
Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the grab in their space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Runs through the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Give to the running back. Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Carr above the noise. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Gets open down the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
For now, until whenever these two decide to play again, that goal